Well, as those gas prices continue to spike, a lot of people here are looking for other ways to go where they need to go.
Yeah, some people have to. These gas prices are getting out of control this morning. Claire Kreitz joining us live from Rock Region Metro. And Claire, they're expecting a big increase in riders. It's something that's very cost effective.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, guys. I'm here with Becca Green with Rock Region Metro. Now, what are you guys expecting now that gas prices are so high?
Well, typically when you find high unemployment, high gas prices, you have high public transit ridership. So even though when you go look at 2021 as compared to 2020, we kind of dipped in ridership, over the last 3 months, we've actually had a 15% increase in ridership. So that's pretty unusual for colder winter months to be that steep of an increase. So it's possible that we're seeing people switch to transit because of the gas prices.
Yeah, has this ever happened before?
It has. During the Great Recession, you know, when we had high unemployment and high gas prices actually around that time too, we did see a huge increase in ridership for Rock Region Metro.
Now, how is this going to impact you guys? I mean, you guys have to fill up just like everybody else.
That's right. Fuel is one of our top cost centers, fuel and labor. So we have 3 different types: diesel, gasoline, and compressed natural gas. And we're watching all of those prices closely because it's a very volatile market right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, in the next half hour, we'll talk even more with Rock Region Metro about how the gas prices are going to impact them and how they're prepping for the influx of riders. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
And with those gas prices like we've been talking about on the rise, Arkansans are looking for cheaper forms of transportation. We're all like racking our brains on how to get around a lot cheaper. Rock Region Metro is actually expecting an increase in riders.
Yeah, a lot of people are interested in this one. That's where we find our Claire Kreitz this morning. Claire, they're gearing up for a lot more passengers in the coming weeks.
Yeah, that's right. I'm back with Becca. And tell me a little bit about, you know, gas prices are insane right now. You're expecting an increase in riders, but what about your costs? Is that going to impact you guys?
Yes. So we negotiate 3 different types of fuel each year: diesel, compressed natural gas, and gasoline. And so at the end of this month, we usually contract for a year. And so we'll negotiate the prices and get a rate that works for us after doing an analysis and then set it. But since diesel is expiring at the end of this month, we're not going to negotiate for a year this time. We're going to go on a shorter term basis, either day to day or monthly, until we can decrease that cost and see the cost come down.
So what can riders expect to pay right now, and will their costs go up?
No, you won't see this as a consumer. Luckily, this is part of the public service part of what we do. So we are right now keeping fares as they have been, and we're absorbing all those costs. Hopefully they'll come down, and riders will still pay their regular fares. It's $31 for, it's $36 for a 31-day pass. So a very economical way to travel.
Yeah, and it's good for the environment as well, too.
Yes, so it's really sustainable. You can share your ride. Even if you're on a vehicle that's burning fossil fuels, you're sharing your ride with other people, so you're saving money and you're saving more emissions going out into the air.
All right, well, in the next half hour, we'll talk even more with Rock Region Metro about how the gas prices are impacting them. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Let's get Claire on a bus. I'm trying to see the inside of one of those,
Come on.
right?
Well, as those gas prices continue to spike, a lot of people here at home are looking for other ways to get where they need to go.
Oh, yeah, and our Claire Kreitz is live this morning, joining us from Rock Region Metro, a resource you may want to start using. And Claire, they're expecting a huge increase in riders.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, guys. I'm here with Becca Green with Rock Region Metro. Now, I know you guys were trying to hire drivers, trying to prep for this influx. How is that going?
It's going really well, and we're very thankful. So we've had 3 hiring events since the beginning of the year, and we've hired 23 operators and drivers since then. We have a sign-on bonus, so if you are coming to us with a CDL in hand, for example, a commercial driver's license, and you're wanting to drive a big bus like you see behind us, you can do that. We'll give you $5,000 for a sign-on bonus. So it's been going really well, and we're very grateful.
That is awesome. Now, you're also planning to start transitioning to, electric buses.
That's right. So we're talking about high prices of gas today and fuel. So one of the ways that you can mitigate that long term is by switching to electric vehicles, and we're no different in public transit. So later this year, we'll be bringing in the first public transit battery electric vehicles that Arkansas has ever seen, and we're super excited about it.
That is super exciting. Now, now. How many are you planning to get?
We'll have 5, and we're also setting up the initial charging infrastructure for those 5, and hopefully more in the future. And that will be the first attempt to convert the fleet over to a more sustainable fleet. They're zero-emission vehicles, and they'll be powered by the grid, which the grid runs on both fossil fuels but also solar and wind power.
Oh, so exciting. Well, in the next half hour, we'll talk even more about Rock Region Metro and how they're prepping for the influx of drivers now that gas prices are so high. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, a lot of people taking advantage of that service. Claire Kreitz live for us this morning. Claire, thanks.
With gas prices on the rise, some Arkansans are really looking for cheaper forms of transportation because it's hurting the pockets.
Yeah.
Rock Region Metro, they say they're expecting an increase in riders.
Yeah, they've got you all covered too. That's where we find our Claire Kreitz this morning. Claire, a lot of people about to take advantage of this service here.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, guys. I'm back with Becca. And tell me a little bit, what are you guys expecting now that gas prices are so high?
Well, we are expecting to see more ridership, and in that case, we might have some new riders riding the system as well.
Yeah, what are some of the tips for new riders?
So you can go to our website and find a wealth of information there. If you've never ridden the bus, you're going to want to learn how to plan a trip. There's a trip planner right on the homepage. You can go under rider information and find a Metro 101 tab, and kind of takes you through all the stuff, how to download apps. You can pay your fare with an app. You can track a bus or a streetcar with a different app. So it's all on the website under rrmetro.org.
And what are some of the rates that people are going to be paying right now?
Sure. Well, right now you might pay as much for a month-long transit pass as it costs to fill up your car. So it's $36 for a 31-day pass. That'll take you through the whole month, and it's unlimited rides anywhere you want to go.
Perfect. Well, check out the website to get your passes. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
And that's Claire Kreitz. She's at the Rock Region Metro Bus Hub, the one that's on Capitol. I always see a lot of people there. So
yeah, and more so this morning with these gas prices. So
yeah, so take
advantage
advantage if you need it.